A local municipality is using cardboard and duct tape to help raise awareness about our water resources and how we all must play a role in protecting them. All the details on how you can join in on the fun is coming up next on Polk Place. Welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host, Jeremy Morady, and here with me today we've got some fine gentlemen. I use that term loosely, from Haines City. Ed Trail, who is the Transportation Superintendent for Haines City, and Richard Myers, who is the Stormwater Lead for the City of Haines City, and Adi Javed, who is the Public Works Director for City of Haines City. Hi. Welcome, guys.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for coming in and bringing some great props here with you. Kind of want to get into a little bit talking about, you got your awards here, you got a little boat going on. What's going on?
This is actually the third time that we'll be involved in the race. Mm-hmm. We put this on in conjunction with the Seven Rivers Water Festival to teach people about water conservation, preservation, all the importance of keeping our waterways healthy for not only for us, but for our future generations.
Okay. Now take us into what we have here in front of us and what the race is that people can expect to come out to.
Well, the cardboard boat race in itself is just a fun event. It's just something to help draw the people to come out to our little what do we want?
Beautiful
our
Lake
festival.
Eva.
Yeah, our festival
in
the Lake Eva. We use that cardboard boat just to, again, to draw interest for people to come out and take a look at what we're doing with the lakes. It's a draw to come out. We provide 2 sheets of cardboard. It's a 4x8 sheet of cardboard, 2 rolls of duct tape, and your imagination. You have 2 hours to build the boat. We actually built this one just this morning in about an hour and a half.
Okay.
So, it's not completely finished, but it's good enough to where we can bring it out and be able to, people can see it before we go into too much detail with it.
Okay. Sounds good. Now, are you one of the captains of the boat typically?
I have been in the past, but I'm kind of letting that go over to some of the younger guys now.
Okay.
So the first couple of years I was involved in it, and now I'm more behind the scenes helping with the organization of the event.
Okay. Now you get into making something of this sort. Typically, from my experience, you have 2 paddlers. What goes into it? Because you're not just limited to those 2 people in making the boat, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have a team as large as you like.
All right. So tell me, what goes into something like this to break it down where they can get that done in an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Well, this is a pattern that we've used almost every year since we've done it. So the first year took us a little bit longer because it was just a concept that we came up with. There are many plans out on the internet, but we looked at it as, why would you do something the same thing that everyone else is doing? So we came up with a design of our own and just started drawing out and slinging cardboard, and that's what we ended up with.
Well, we have designers, we have engineers, and we have people who like to build in our group. So that's why we brought all the great minds together. And
so everyone kind of has their own assignment and their own specialty.
Yeah, correct. And then that's how we came up with this award-winning design for our cardboard. Again, this is going to be our 3rd event in the last 2 years. We actually got this idea from Lakeland 2 years ago when we attended their our first cardboard boat race, and we actually won the race on Lakeland's turf. And after that, it's been an ongoing event for us, and we're excited. We started this program as part of our lakes management initiative. We wanted to basically bring awareness and basically be able to let the residents know about the importance of water resources and for trying to protect our lakes.
Okay.
That's one of our key initiatives as part of the program.
So now, when you had your first experience here, did they just kick you out and call you ringers and you had to go and create your own, or how did that work?
Well, the way it worked is that we work in partnership with Lakes Education Action Drive, and they were behind the scenes who were working with City of Lakeland. So we got the invitation since we were one of the newer partners, and they wanted to, give us the flavor of how these things are done. So Lakes Education Action Drive reached out to me, and she asked, the executive director that if you would be interested in doing something like this. And we wanted to take this concept to the Northeast Polk County, because most of the events that you see are typically done in the west side of the county. So we wanted to bring this to the Northeast side and basically be able to, share with some of the fun events that this Lakes Festival offers to the residents. That's how it all came about. We came up with we already had the costume since 2013 for our mascot. Along with that, we came up with the design, and after the design, we decided we're going to put our mascot into the cardboard. So if you look at the pictures,
Yeah, I saw the pictures on the newspaper clip.
exactly,
There, yeah.
you can see that, and that was actually Ed, a reigning champion from that year. I had him wear the mascot, and it was actually interesting. While they were paddling, his hat went off in the lake, and we had to swim back to go get it. So that's how it all came about, and since then, we found this to be a great experience for everybody. We've gotten great response from the community and want to keep bringing it back just to basically, help us raise awareness.
Well, I know I got to do it one year, a number of years ago over in Lakeland, and it was such a fun experience. Building it's a great team building exercise. If you're with the company, if you're with your family, that's fun too. But I was really surprised on the crowd that it draws and the competition that goes on between the teams.
There can be a fierce rivalry.
Yeah,
Yes.
there really grew to be some really good rivalries there, and the crowd really gets into it. So yeah, it's a great event all around. So I'm glad to see you guys are continuing that on in the Northeast side, because that's something that's just fantastic. So now, if somebody wants to do this, do they register ahead of time? Need to buy tickets? What route do they need to take on that?
They can visit our website, hainescity.com, and they can also go on to Lakes Education Action Drive website, and there is a link for the registration. You can click on it, and you can sign up for free. What we have done so far is that we're offering free registration through the 28th of this month. So if you register before that, the fee of $35 is waived. After 28, you have to pay for the registration fee. We're still allowing the registrants to basically be able to come on the day of the event and sign up, but we would prefer for you to sign up beforehand so we can make sure we have the ample material and supplies for you to be able to build your boat that day.
All right. Now, do you guys have the different divisions, the pre-built versus the site-built?
Correct. There is a pre-built, and then you can also do it on site. There's going to be also a corporate and a community division, and then you also have a division for our youth, so they don't feel left out. Again, the reason we came up with this program was to engage our youth, because that's how you make sure that the future generations are aware of the natural resources we have and what we need to do to be able to make sure that we're preserving our natural resources.
Okay. So come on out and get into a boat. That's going to be just a heck of an experience. What are some of the things that you guys teach for your lakes management? I mean, it's a beautiful complex, a beautiful area. A lot of work has gone into it, I know. What are some of the things that you teach the folks out there?
Before I go into that, I also want to mention, as part of the boat race, we're also going to ask all the teams to come up with the name for their boat.
Oh, okay.
And it needs to be based on the theme of lake awareness. And then there is going to be a prize based on the name of the boat. So make sure, you come up with an exciting name for your boat. And I know in the past, we've come up with some exciting names for ours. We used to typically paint our boat in yellow and then attribute it to a rotten banana. Was pretty famous last year, when we came up with the name. Other than that, trying to answer your question about, the different things that we try to teach, we have a water wagon, an award-winning water wagon that we've taken around the county, and we use that as an opportunity to teach middle and high school kids about water conservation, water supply, environmental sustainability, and at the same time to be able to preserve your lakes. Those are some of the key things that we try to teach. And there's actually a whole presentation about 15 minutes long where we make you go through the whole thing about how the rainfall is occurring, and then how it goes into your front lawns. How do you, make sure that you're properly irrigating your lawns, how you're trying to take care of trying to wash your cars, and at the same time, if you have any grass clippings, make sure not to drain those into any water or stormwater inlet, because that eventually also goes into your lakes. So there's a whole 15-minute presentation where we go into details about what can and cannot be done, and how you can play a key role in trying to preserve our natural lakes.
Sounds fantastic. Well, looks like an exciting time, and great time to learn too, while you got the attention for the boat races. Mix the education in with the fun.
True.
So, well, look forward to being out there and seeing you guys out there.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to having you come out.
All
and,
right.
Join the festivities, and if you think you can knock off the reigning champions,
Yeah.
you come on out and give it your best shot.
Make sure you check out the Haines City Cardboard Boat Challenge Saturday, May 5th. The event kicks off at 8:30 a.m. with registration and on-site building, and the race begins at 10 a.m. Crews will be tasked with building a boat out of cardboard and duct tape, and then put 2 people inside to race around the course. Be the first to make it across the finish line without sinking. This event helps raise awareness about our water resources and how we all must play a role in protecting them. People can reduce their impact on the environment through the lifestyle choices they make every day. Celebrate our lakes and join in the fun. For more information, you can give them a call at 863-421-3777.